it hits me. And my confession is that no matter how many times I come here and listen to these talks, I always think in my mind, I wonder what this other person is thinking instead of myself. I think in my mind, instead of using those teachings for myself, I look at another thing and I think, I wish he heard what I heard the way I heard it so he can apply it to his life. I look at Benji sitting in Sangat and I think, I wish she heard what I heard the way I heard it so she can apply it in her life. I never apply it to myself. When is it going to be my time to truly listen? So this is a phrase I think most of us are used to seeing. Unless you're a toddler, unless you're walking on all fours, most of us agree with this in one way or another. Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj says, Sad bachan sadhu upadesh. True are the words of that sadhu, of that Gursikh, and true is the upadesh, the teachings of that Gursikh. Not just because they say it. It's not just because he or she says it is true. It's because they put actions to the words. They put in that work. They put in that effort. They know what it means to say what they say. Sikhi has always been about doing rather than talking about. I can stand here and verbalize my desires. That's what we do in Ardaas. I verbalize my desires to my Guru. But the question is, do we have weight behind the words that we say? This is an extract from a book by a very prolific Gursikh from the first half of the 1900s, by Raghbir Singh Bir. And they say, and this is aimed at Ardaas, right? They say that the verbal expression that we love God is not enough. It's not enough to sit here and say, I love my Guru. It's not enough to sit here and say, I love Sikhi. Why? Because we must be keen to acquire the divine attributes and reflect these noble qualities in our everyday conduct. This is written in Punjabi, obviously it's been translated to English. What they're saying is, we have to thirst for those gun, those virtues, which Guru Sahib Ji displayed, many countless Gursikhs have displayed. Not just thirst for them, we have to act them out in our daily routine. That means you can't be talking the talk unless you learn how to walk the walk. We've been given so many things from people around us. Let's take our parents, for example. Our parents give us so much. The way we walk, the way we talk, the way we think, the way we act. Wealth gets passed down, assets get passed down. But there's one thing that they can't pass down. There's one thing no one can give to us. That's our Sikhi. The reason I say that is because you have to put in effort to earn that Sikhi. Sorry, it's a new clicker. So just like the other Guru Sikhs have done, they've used a family tree here. And I thought I'd do the same because a lot of these names are going to come up in our Sakhi today. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, they passed that light on to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. The daughter of Guru Arjan Dev Maharaj Ji, Mata Pani Ji, were married to Guru Sahib Ji. And they had 3 kids, 3 sons. The eldest, Baba Priti Chand, the second eldest, Baba Mahadev, and the youngest, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And I've got this arrow to the side because the name comes up in the Sakhi. That's the cousin of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, Bhai Sahari Mal Ji. So, Bhai Sahari Mal Ji, they're traveling. They travel from Lahore all the way to Sri Amritsar Sahib with Mathai, with Indian sweets in their hand. Why? Because they take it to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. They have darshan of Maharaj and so much love so much faith in their heart, they do namaskar to the feet, the pavitra feet of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. As they raise their head, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, they step off their throne, they step off their singhasan, and they do the exact same thing to their cousin. And in that moment, Bhai Sahari Mal thinks, no. They beg their Guru to stop doing that. They're saying, please don't do this in front of us. Don't do this at all. I'm nothing in front of you. I'm a nobody. They say, you, Guru Sahib Ji, have achieved the highest state in this universe. I'm no one. I'm an aam banda. I'm a normal person. What does it look like to other people for you to touch my feet? Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they step up and they say, Bhai Sahari Mal, you are my older brother. You're my Tayaji's son. You deserve this respect. They met with so much prem, so much love. And in that meet, Bhai Sahari Mal Ji, they do an Ardaas benti to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, Kirpa Karo, bless us with your asinsa. Maharaj, attend my son's wedding. My son, your nephew, he's going to get married soon. And I'd love it if you can attend and bless us. Bless the whole ceremony. Now, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they think about it. But they end up having to reject the Ardaas. There's two reasons why. The first reason is, they said there's so much Sangat that comes to Sri Amritsar Sahib, just like we see on the live feed of the Darbar Sahib today, it's packed out all the time. And it must have been the same thing back then. Maharaj said, there's so much Sangat that comes here, if I come to the wedding, if I come to Lahore, then they're going to follow. You've got a million things to prepare for this wedding. Are you going to be able to also prepare enough for the Sangat? The second reason is that Sangat travel far and wide to come to Sri Amritsar Sahib. They say they travel for such a long distance with so much love and faith. If they come here and I'm not here to greet them, then that's a disrespectful thing for me to do. They're also going to be leaving hurt and sad. So I can't do that. So Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they've said that by Sahari Mal Ji, he's a firm Sikh. He's firm in his faith. And he says, yeah, that's fine. Guru Sahib, I understand and I accept what you said. So Kirpa Guru Maharaj, ask or let me know if one of your sons can come. So Maharaj says, that's a great idea. So in front of Sangat, they call out for their eldest son, Baba Priti Chand. They say, Baba Priti Chand, this is a request from me. Go to Lahore with your Tayaji, attend this wedding, meet your relatives, spend some time with them, and come back. Now, Baba Priti Chand, he gets up, he does namaskar to Guru Sahib, he pays respect to his Tayaji, all the things you expect someone to do in that position, in that setting, externally, he's done. Internally, he did not accept Guru Sahib's hukum. So he steps up in front of Guru Sahib and he's thinking in his head, there's two things I can't walk away from. The first thing he says, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they're going to leave this world soon, which means I'm the eldest son, surely I should be the next Guru. That's what he's thinking in his head. If I leave and Guru Sahib Ji leave their body whilst I'm gone, then I might miss out on the opportunity. I can't leave. Secondly, he thinks to himself, I'm in charge of all the expenses at the Guru Kar. I manage the money. If I'm not here, and what people don't know, he thinks, I take half of that for myself, and then I give the rest of it to Seva. No one knows that. Or he thinks no one knows that. If I'm not here, and someone finds that out, I'm going to be one caught red-handed. It's going to fall on my head. I can't have that. So he goes to Guru Sahib Ji. He says, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, I can't leave. You gave me this jimmawari. You gave me this responsibility. I can't leave now. In an instant, Guru Sahib Ji said to him, that's fine, we can find someone to replace you. Go, come back, and you can return to your seva. So Baba Priti Chand thinks, I've got to change my approach now. He looks outside, it's a hot summer's day, and he thinks, Maharaj, that journey to Lahore is so far, it's so hot outside, my body's not going to take that. Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they antarjami, they know everything. They're Sarab Gala Samrat, they have all the powers and beyond. They knew exactly what their son was thinking. They didn't say a single word. Baba Priti Chand sits down, and the second eldest, Baba Mahadev, he gets up. He's called for. Guru Sahib asked the same request. And the thing with Baba Mahadev Ji is he had a very mastana sabha about him. He was very unique in his character. He lived a life of a recluse, of a yogi. So what that means is he felt like he had no attachment to this world. So when Guru Sahib Ji asked the same question to Baba Mahadev, he turns around and says, which Tayaji? Which Tayaji's son? Which relatives? Which family? Then he starts to give a lecture to Guru Sahib Ji. He says, Maharaj, why do I have to put so much effort into my family if I'm going to leave this world anyways? I'm only going to make that journey on my own. No one's going to follow me, basically. And to be fair, when I first read this Sakhi, I thought to myself, only because when my wife or my family asked me to go to a wedding function, I got to pull out all the stops to try and get myself out of it. Mani jana. That's what I used to say until I get forced to go. But technically, what Baba Mahadev said was right. We read in Astivar, Kesanal ki jai dosti, sab jak chalanhar. Who can you make a friendship with when you have to leave this world anyways? What we can't forget is that our relation with Guru Sahib Ji is very simple. What Guru Sahib Ji says, the Sikh does. Very simple. It's easy for me to say it, it's hard for us to put into action. And then I thought about it a bit deeper. I thought, why is that? Because the logic of the world will tell you to do this. Accumulate as much as you can. Wealth, power, knowledge. All of it so you can walk around with your chest puffed out, telling everyone, yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, I know. You can't get one over me because I know everything. I've got everything. Maharaj says in Asdivar, Mohit challe so agge mariye. He said, you know that stubborn mindedness you've got? The one that you can't let go of? Yeah, get rid of it. Because in the end, you're going to regret it. The world will say, take, take, take. Our Guru says, and Sikhi will say, give it all away. Give it all away. Give it away. To who? To our Guru. And this reminded me of a Sakhi, which is going to take a bit of a side turn from the main Sakhi. This happened a few years before. When Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj Ji were younger, when they were a young teenager, Mata Pani Ji, their mother sat them down and they said, your father Guru Ramdas Ji, he does not care for any sort of worldly success. They don't give any merit to any worldly attributes, any worldly progress, especially those things done at your own itcha, your own desires. They don't care for that. He said, if you truly want to gain the kushi and the happiness and the blessings of your Guru, then keep this one thing close to your heart. That one thing is strive for achievements in your Sikhi, nothing else. Keep that as your priority. When I heard that, all I could think about was, that's not possible. I honestly said to myself, I've got a job, I've got a family, I've got all these worldly responsibilities. Those deserve my time, those deserve my effort. And if I don't give that my time and effort, what's going to happen is I'm going to lose my relation to those things. They're going to suffer as a consequence. Then I thought somewhere down the line, our understanding of Sikhi has dropped. Why is that? Look, Sikhi isn't just about reading part. A huge chunk of it is, yes. Sikhi isn't just about coming to the Guru Ghar to do seva. A huge chunk of it is, yes. I'm not denying that. Sikhi is a way of living. Sikhi is a mindset. It's a way of being. It's a way, a pathway for us to obtain the reason we came to this world in the first place. Gobind milan ki eh teri bariya. You've come here to meet with your Guru, so put time into it. Ask yourself this question: are we afraid to commit to our Guru wholeheartedly? Is that the question? This is from Anand Sahib. Maharaj says, Angikar oho kare tera karj sab swarna. They said, Guru Maharaj, they will take care of everything for you, worldly or otherwise, they'll take care of everything for you. Sabana gala samrat swami so kyo man hove sare. So if you've got the access to a power that can do that for you, why do you constantly forget them from your mind? Is that logical? You've got the access to a power who can give you everything you ever desired for and more, yet we forget them on a constant basis. Then Maharaj says, Kaha Nanak man mere sada raho har naale. Maharaj is talking to our mind. Guru Sahib says, listen to this one hukam very clearly. Sada raho har naale. Your mind should always be in remembrance of your Guru. Then ask yourself this question, who sticks to that? Because I don't. Look, how long does it take for someone to specialize in one subject? For someone to get a degree, we get into school, when we're 5 years old? And then we get a degree by the time, 20, 25, let's say there's 15, 20 years of my life, of our lives. Cool, we don't go into school ourselves, our parents push us into that. No questions asked, we commit to it. By the time you get to high school, sixth form, college, you ask most of those students today, what's your next step in life? Yeah, I'm going to university. They don't even question it. If they don't go to university, I'm going to work for a company who's going to get me a degree, no questions asked. I'm going to commit an extra 5, 10 years to that. Cool. Take it the next step further. Time for job interviews. Maybe you're 30, 35 now. You get a call after interviewing a few times. Hi, yes. Who's that? Yeah, this is John from X, Y, and Z. Yeah, we're willing to give you the job. Okay, yeah, what's the salary? 70K, 100K, 200K. Okay, cool. Yeah, and how many hours a day do you want to work? Yeah, 10 hours a day. Yeah, no problem. Sold to the highest bidder. Without thinking, we will commit to that. Now ask yourself, when it comes to your family and friends, yeah, let's go out here, let's go out there. Without thinking, you'll commit to that. When it comes to your Sikhi, when it comes to our Sikhi, where does that sense of commitment go? In the spur of the moment, we go to a Sikhi camp, you feel inspired, cool. In the spur of the moment, you come to a talk, probably not my talk, but you come to a talk, you feel inspired, cool. You go home the next day, and you make those commitments. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up, Amrit Villa, cool. Tomorrow I'm going to read an extra Bani, cool. Tomorrow I'm going to sit there and do 5, 10, 20 minutes Simran, cool. You wake up the first day, smashed it. You wake up the second day, smashed it. Third day, smashed it. Then, you know what we think? Or I think? Nah, that's too much, man. What, you want me to sit in a room on my own in the morning and call for my Guru for 20 minutes? Nah, that's too much, bro. Just like we don't expect to be given a degree with little effort, just like we don't expect to be given a high-paying job with little effort, we can't be walking around thinking we're going to earn that kirpa, those kushiyan of the Guru, with little effort. So back to the Saki. So Baba Mahadev gives his response. Now, just before Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji are going to call out for Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, their mother Mata Pani Ji come to them. And they say, listen, I've tried to samjha, I've tried to help your older brother, Baba Priti Chand, understand. He's so full of ego, he won't listen to me. Baba Mahadev, he lives his own way, he lives his life the way he is. There's no help in that. Mata Pani Ji says, my hopes, they rest in you, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. They say, you remember when you were just a little child? So you were running around the house in your own margin, your own enjoyment, you were playing, you were covered in sand. I was busy, Sevadars had gone to sleep, Guru Ardas Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji were lying on their palang sahib. They were lying on their bed. I turned around for a second, I looked back, you'd already ran into that room as a little child. You tried to climb onto the bed with that sand on your kapde. And luckily, I grabbed you. Luckily, I grabbed you. Because that sand would have gone in the bed. So, but you wouldn't let go of that bed. They said, in that moment, Guru Amardas Sahib Maharaj Ji, they wake up and they tell me, relax, let him be. They pick you up in their hands and they say this bhajan, dohita bani ka bohita. They say, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Maharaj Ji, you are my grandson, you're going to be this huge ship of Gurbani, you're going to liberate millions of people from this world. Then you jumped out their hands onto the bed, still determined. They stopped you again, they said, have some patience. They said, your father is yet to sit on this throne, on this seat. You will have your turn after them. They said, even back then, you received so much kirpa, so many blessings from the Guru. So listen to my advice today. Go up to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji and ask for agya, permission to take upon this request, and take it as a gift. Take things as a gift, you will truly receive the gifts from Guru Sahib Ji. So, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, they stand up. They come to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they do namaskar, they put their hands together, and they say, yes, Sadhguru Sahib Ji, I'm in your presence. Please tell me what your hukam is. What is your order? So what do we see there? Two perspectives, two types of questions. The perspective of the older brothers and the perspective of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. The perspective of the older brothers is this. Why? Why do I have to go? Why is it me? Which family? Who are you talking about? The perspective of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj is this. Yes, Satguru Sahib Ji Maharaj, what is your hukam? We too come to the Guru Gar with questions, right? Just like the brothers had asked. You know, generations back in Punjab, probably even our grandparents, they were really good at being able to judge someone by the questions they asked. If someone's going through a period as dukhi, if they're going through some sort of pain, the reason I'm putting emphasis on this is because it doesn't mean you dig deeper and you then separate from the world. All it means is you dig deeper into who you are. If you start digging deeper into that place, then what you realize is these continuous Ardaas take place there, from a place that's genuine, from a place that's sincere. And if Ardaas take place from that part of you, within you, then you've got to believe that the answers are going to come from that place too, because that's the place of truth. Gurbani will tell you that your Guru is closer to you than anyone in this world. Your Guru is closer to you than your own limbs. How do we take that? So carrying on with the Sakhi. So Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, they've left with their Tayaji. As part of that bhajan, they got told by Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, okay, attend that wedding, but you're not to return to Sri Amritsar Sahib until I say so. And whilst you're there, you're to carry out Naam Bani da Parchar, Sikhi da Parchar. So Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji now are there for a month. The wedding's finished. They stick to that hukum. They stick to doing that parchar as of the hukum of the Guru. But what's starting to happen now is this pain is starting to erupt within them. This pain is called vairag, it's the pain of separation. It's a longing to see their Guru. They can't eat, they can't sleep, because their thoughts are only on Guru Sahib Ji. What they do is they run to the rooftop of where they're staying, they face Sri Amritsar Sahib, and they just keep looking, and they keep looking, because they're hoping for a mitr, a sajjan, someone that they know to bring them back to Sri Amritsar Sahib, but no one comes. They wait, no one comes. And in that moment, they remember that bhajan from their father, that they're not to return until they get that hukum. And they start weeping. They cry. As they're crying, they do this ardaas. It's in the form of a Bani that we know very well. Shabad Hazare. This is the first pangati of the first Shabad. Maharaj puts pen to paper and they compose this Bani. They say, Mera man locha gurdar santai bilip kare chatra ki nyai. Maharaj says, my mind longs for that darshan, that vision of my Guru. They say it's crying out like a thirsty songbird, like a rainbird. All that rainbird wants is a glimpse of water so it can quench its thirst. That's all it's asking for. Then Maharaj say, Trikhana utre, Sant na ave, ben darsan sant pyare jio, how koli, jio kol kumai, Guru darsan sant pyare jio. Maharaj says that my thirst is not yet quenched and I cannot find that peace without your vision, without seeing you. And I'm a sacrifice for you over and over again because of that vision. So Guru Sahib Ji, they write this down, they put it into a letter format and they hand it to a Sikh, someone that they're very good friends with. They say to that Sikh, look, I cannot leave Lahore until my father tells me to return. So I'm asking you, this is a request, please take this letter to my father. Do namaskar, pay your respects, show them this letter, this Ardaas, and whatever they say tell you, whatever the hukam is, the order is, bring it back to me as soon as you can. So the Sikh goes. He makes his way from Lahore to Sri Amritsar Sahib. He arrives and he bumps into Baba Priti Chand, the oldest brother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. So he's obviously got loads of dust on him because he's been traveling that whole journey. And Baba Priti Chand picks up on it and thinks he's probably come from Lahore. He's probably got something in his hand which is going to communicate between him and my father, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. So he steps up to the Sikh and says, Sikh, what have you got in your hand? The Sikh explained, this is from your brother, this is from Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And they want to show this to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. Baba Priti Chand, he takes that letter and he says to the Sikh, come back to me tomorrow and I'll tell you what that hukam is. I'll go to speak to the Guru. Guru Sahib has not got time for you at the moment, so I'll go have a conversation with them. The Sikh goes, Baba Priti Chand opens that letter and he's in so much shock because the level at which Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Prem, their love has reached for their father is unattainable. The level at which they're writing poetry, they're Bani in, is similar to the last four Gurus. And he's thinking in his head, oh, if Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj read this, they're going to be so pleased with him, that Gurta Gadi, that Guruship is going to be given to him. And I don't want that. So he puts that letter in his pocket. He doesn't show anyone. The next day, the Sikh comes back, and Baba Priti Chand says to the Sikh, this is the hukam from Guru Sahib. Guru Sahib said, we're all okay here, we're all happy. You're to return to Lahore and tell this to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. You just carry on with your Parchar. That's all you need to do. So the Sikh goes. He goes back to Lahore and he tells Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj this. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj only have one thing on their mind. When they're contemplating on this, they keep thinking to themselves, why has my Guru not called for me yet? They don't go around pointing fingers at anyone else. They look within themselves and they think, is it a shortcoming within me? Have I done something to suffer this loss in love? A few days pass, they're hoping for someone to come, no one comes. 20 days pass, and that pain is so unbearable, they put pen to paper again, and they do another Ardaas. That's the second part of this Shabad. They say, Tera mukh suhava jio sahaj tun bani, jil hoa dekhe saring pani. They say that your face is so beautiful, and the sound of your words impart intuitive wisdom. They say it's so long since this rainbird, remember that analogy of the rainbird, since this rainbird has had a glimpse of water. Tan sudes jahan tum vasya mere sajjan meet marari jio, haun koli, haun kol kumai, gur sajjan meet marari jio, rahao. Maharaj says, blessed is that land where you dwell, where you reside, Sri Amritsar Sahib. Oh, my friend and my intimate divine Guru, what a relationship to have. I'm a sacrifice to you over and over and over again. So they package that as a letter again for the second time. They hand it to that Sikh again for a second time. Again, that Sikh goes to Sri Amritsar Sahib. And again, he's met by Baba Priti Chand. Not because he wanted to, it's just what happened. Baba Priti Chand thinks, I'm sure I sent him back. So they go up to him and ask, why are you here? And the Sikh says, I brought another letter. Your brother, your younger brother, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, is in such a state, they can't eat, they can't sleep. So Baba Priti Chand says, that's fine, I'll go show Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj this letter. You rest for the night and come back to me in the morning. I'll tell you what the hukum is again. Baba Priti Chand, they open that letter, they read, and again they're shocked. Why? Because they know that Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they're going to leave this world soon. And they're thinking to themselves, this Bani is of such a high avastha, such a high connection between them and the Guru, that Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji are surely going to give that Gurta Gadi, that Guru Gadi, that Guruship to my youngest brother, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. So they take that letter, they put it in the pocket again with no intention to show anyone. The Sikh returns the next day, and Baba Priti Chand says, this is the hukum from Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, even though he never went to them. He says, tell Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji to carry on with Parchar. He says, if Guru Sahib Ji are asking for darshan, then tell him that you can gain darshan through the Sadh Sangat. Then they said, this is the real kicker, they said, tell Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji that there's no need to write such letters. That Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji will call for them when the time is right. So the Sikh takes that letter back to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. He tells them of the hukum. And all Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji can think to themselves is, what have I done? I've never heard such sour words come out the face, out the mouth of my father before. It must be a shortcoming within myself. Again, in so much pain, they don't look at anyone else to direct that pain towards, those emotions. So they just look at themselves. They look at their own shortcomings. Even though they had no shortcomings, it's a way for us to see how to act in humility, how to act in love. So a month passes again. And Guru Sahib Ji keep thinking about this moment. So they asked the Sikh to come back. And they asked the Sikh, can you just explain to me exactly what happened? So the Sikh says, yeah, 100%. What actually happened is, both of the times that I went, I didn't actually have darshan of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji because your brother was there. And he kept telling me that Guru Sahib Ji's not got time for Sangat. So I handed those letters to your brother. And in that moment, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, they knew. They know what their brother's like. So what they did, again, they didn't point fingers at anyone. They looked within themselves. They did another Ardaas Benti. This is the third part of this Bani. I think I've got another one. There you go. This is the third part of that Bani. Maharaj says, Ek kadi na milte da kal jag hota. Hon kad miliye priya tod bhagwanta. Maharaj says that when I couldn't be with you for just one kari, then it was kaljug for me, meaning my mind was all over the place. Maharaj says, when will I meet you now? That's the question they have for the Guru. They say, Mohe rain na vehave, need na ave, bene dekhe, gore darbari jiyo, hon koli, jiyo kol, kumai, te sache gore darbari jiyo rahao. Remember we said Maharaj is in so much pain, they couldn't eat, they couldn't sleep. They're saying it here themselves, I can't endure the night, and sleep does not come without the sight of your blessed darbar. And I'm a sacrifice for you, I'm a sacrifice for that darbar, that darshan over and over again. So they write this, they hand it to the Sikh again for a third time. This time they say specifically to the Sikh, don't let anyone fool you. Head straight for my father, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji's darbar. Don't let my brother, Baba Priti Chand, see you, even for a second. So the Sikh heads over to a neighboring pind, close to Sri Amritsar Sahib, and he waits there a few hours until it's Amrit Vela, till it's early morning hours. Then he heads over to Sri Amritsar Sahib. Luckily, no one sees him. He enters that darbar, that court of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, and finally, even he himself was thirsting for that darshan. He does namaskar for Guru Ramdas, in front of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. He does namaskar for the whole Lahore Sangat even. And he shows Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji that letter, that Ardaas. Now each one of these letters were numbered 1, 2, and 3. This last one was numbered 3. So when he shows Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji this letter, they open it, they read it, and they can acknowledge, they understand that pain which Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji have been feeling this whole time. they see how much prem, how much love their son has for them. Reading that Bani composed by Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, their eyes fill with water. So much so they couldn't even talk. They couldn't even talk. They were thinking to themselves, out of all of my 3 sons, is Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj who have understood and gained the characteristics of what it means to be a Sikh. They said this specifically, they said they will be able to tolerate that which is intolerable. Because no matter how intolerable that pain was that they went through, they still obeyed my hukum. We call Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj Shahidan de Sartaj, the martyrdom, the king of all martyrdoms, or martyrs, sorry. You got to think to yourself, how can our Guru sit on a hot burning iron plate for 8-10 hours and not let out a single scream? Sit there completely content. How can they sit there for so long with hot burning sand poured over their sarir, over their pavitra sarir, their body, and not allow a single scream? We'll go into a Pangati later just to show you from Bhai Gurdas Ji how much this pain meant to them and what it actually means to go through it. But in this time, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, they call Baba Buddha Sahib Ji. They call Baba Buddha Sahib Ji and say, go and bring my Sikh, bring my son back. I haven't called for them for so long. It's been 3 years almost. 3 years since I've seen them. Bring them back to Sri Amritsar Sahib. So this is that Pangati from Bhai Gurdas Sahib Ji. There's actually a whole Shabad here before. What they do is they collate every single pain in this world. The worst of the worst of pains, they collate them all in this Shabad. Mental, physical, emotional. And at the end they say, all these pains of the world put together cannot reach the pain of separation even for a moment from our Guru. All these pains of the world are trivial in front of this one pain of Vairag. Now think about it. If someone has to go through that, if our Guru had to go through that type of pain, what is a tatti tavi? What is hot burning sand? So Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj, they brought back Baba Buddha Sahib Ji. They come back to that darbar. They come back to Sri Amritsar Sahib. Just like that rainbow analogy, they finally have darshan of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, and their thirst is quenched. As soon as they see their father, they drop to their feet and they cry. They let out these tears. And Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they give him that hug that they've been waiting for. You know, sometimes we think, why do we keep talking about tears all the time? Why tears mentioned? Sikhs are meant to be strong warriors. It's true, isn't it? Tears we associate with sadness. There's an opposite for most things in this world, right? Day, night. Happy, sad. Hot, cold. Tears, laughter, right? Now, the thing with laughter is, it's a very service level emotion. I can have a laugh with my friend, and we can be laughing our guts out. All it takes is for one person to come and say, "Oi, what are you laughing for?" Just like that, I'll stop. I'll probably be dukhi as a result. Thinking, who's he telling me to stop laughing? When someone's crying, though, when someone's crying and you try to tell them, "Look, come on, it'll be all right, don't worry, stop now, stop." Do they stop instantly? Tears take you deeper than any other emotion. It takes someone a while to stop themselves from crying. It takes them a while to stop that. So, at this moment, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they're so pleased with Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj Ji, they seat them beside them. And they ask them this question. They say, why is it that you numbered this letter number 3? Surely if it was the first letter, it would be numbered 1. And that Sikh that helped and did the seva of Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj Ji, he spoke up, he said, the truth is, I did come twice before. I handed those letters, but they ended up in the hands of your eldest son, Baba Priti Chand. And I don't know what you did with them. So Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, they called for Baba Priti Chand. He comes, enters the darbar, he sees Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj sitting beside Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. He's filled with anger. He doesn't show it there. He enters the darbar, he comes in front of Guru Sahib Ji, and Guru Sahib Ji asks him straight up, Prithya, where are those letters? Where are those letters this Sikh gave you? Where are those letters from my son? Now, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but Baba Priti Chand has an argument with his father here. He says things like, why do you keep accusing me of having these letters? Why do you keep saying it's me? I can't sell these letters for millions. What does it matter to me to hold on to them? I can't make these letters into kites and fly them. What does it matter to me to hold on to them? Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji give their eldest son every single opportunity to come clean, chance after chance. And he's not getting through to his eldest son. So Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they secretly, very quietly ask a Sikh to go to his house and pick up that chola that he was wearing those days. Bring it back to the darbar, and they present it in front of him. Even then, you probably think to yourself, okay, like, I'm caught now. That's my chola, and it's probably got the letters in it. He didn't own up to it. They got the Sevadars to put their hands in the pockets, they pull out those two letters, and lo and behold, the truth came out. Like one of my boys always say, the truth will always be revealed. It's true. In the court of the Guru, the truth always comes out. So in that moment, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, Baba Priti Chand, he sits down. That's it, it's done for him. Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they asked for Baba Buddha Sahib Ji to inaugurate, to carry out that ceremony of giving the Gurta Gaddi, the Guruship, to their son, Guru Ardaas, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. They pass on that Guruship, and in that moment, they ask Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji to complete this Shabad. And these are the final panktiyan. Maharaj says, Bhag hua, Guru Sant milaya, Prabh abnasi kar meh paya. Maharaj says, I'm so fortunate, I've met that Guru Sant, that Guru da Sant, Baba Buddha Sahib Ji, who brought me to my Guru. Now externally, they met their Guru. We externally, we meet our Guru, but here in the second Pankti, Maharaj is talking about an internal thing. They're talking about internally how we can also meet our Guru. There's also another analogy to take this. Baba Buddha Sahib Ji's here is referred to as Sadh Sangat. If you think of Akal Purakh WhyGuru as a house, what is the Guru Dwar? The Guru Dwar is the door of that house. Who brings you to that door? Sadh Sangat. This right here. We travel with the Sadh Sangat to that door, to our Guru, and then our Guru opens that door and gives us everything. That was Baba Buddha Sahib Ji. Prabhu Nasikar Mahapaya, I've found that within me now. That's what Guru Sahib Ji said. Sev kari parachasana vichda, Jana Nanak Das tumari jio, hau koli, hau jio kol kamai, Jana Nanak Das tumari jio raha. Maharaj says, now I will serve you forever, and I shall never be separated from you. I'm a sacrifice to you over and over and over again, Guru Sahib. Now just to finish off the talk, I've got a video to play at the end, it's only about 3 minutes. I thought I'll try and merge these last 2 points together because my way of thinking isn't usually the same for everyone, so I'll give it a shot. So the first point is this, and it's a question that I had, and I think it's an important question to answer, which is, how can the son of a Guru turn onto such a path like Baba Priti Chand did? Because what we don't know about them, what we might not know, is later on they became an enemy of the Guru's house. What they tried to do, what they already did was steal from the house. They then looted from the house of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Not only that, that Emperor Jahangir who ordered for the execution, the torture of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, it was Baba Priti Chand who was filling his ears. Baba Priti Chand also tried to poison Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji when they were young. An enemy of the Guru Kar. How can the son of a Guru turn into such a path? That's the first point. The second point I want to highlight is that Guru Arjan Dev Saji Maharaj Ji, even though they did all these Ardaasa, 1, 2, 3, and obviously this is the fourth one, all those Ardaasa and those Shabads, it took them 3 years before they can see their Guru. It took them 3 years before that Ardaas was answered. And when I was talking about commitment, how many of us are willing to wait that long? We saw what that pain was like. How many of us can endure that pain for so long? I'm going to bring these 2 points back to that first point I had, which is our parents and people around us can give us everything. They can give us the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we think, money, assets, all of that. There's one thing that no one can pass on to you, it's your Sikhi. You have to put in that work. No one's going to give you that sense of commitment. You've got to get it yourself. No one's going to give you that sense of endurance. You've got to get it yourself. So I think this is the end of the talk. Let me just check if my volume's on.
We have to explain our kids this. Very important. Don't make them think the world of Maya is going to bring them happiness, because you're telling them lies as well. Guru Arjan Dev is saying, Khoob, tero naam. Then they say, choot, duni. This world is false, but WhyGuru's name is true. And it's beautiful. We're going to teach our kids that this is the truth. This money doesn't buy you happiness. So Guru Maharaj here tells us, Jit suni mantan harya ho. The only flourishing we will get is by listening to Naam. This is Naam we're talking about. You know, I've met people who've been involved in Maya totally, and then they got blessed with the experience of Naam, just for a second. And then they left everything for it. Sab kuch har diya. And then their mates look at them and go, "Tu pagal ho gaya? You gone crazy. Yesterday you were drinking, you were doing all this." Maharaj, that person gets one touch of the Guru, one touch of Naam, and they're prepared to leave everything. Doesn't that tell us something? That this thing is more important. When the experience of this, Suni Mantan, Haryavo. You know, we think about the stories of our Shaheed. We look at the Char Sahibzade, Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Bhai Talu Singh Ji. These amazing Shaheeds are through Andene. Think, wow, now what are we to them? But one thing to remember, Sasangi Ji, when they did these things, when they stood there, facing an army coming down, like facing me chopped like this, and they're looking at the other option of being able to escape with their life, but they have to leave their Guru. Everyone was offered that. If you leave your Guru, leave your faith, you can have whatever you want, you can have life. But they chose not to leave their Guru. Now why is that? It's not the case that they were just brave. They were. It's not the case that they were just loyal. There was something else that experienced what Guru was. They knew what Guru was, and they weren't prepared to leave now. Bhai Mani Singh Ji, when he was asked at that point, they said these words. Don't even know the price of Sikhi. They said, Har hiriya ki kothri, tan gandagi ka khan. They go, WhyGuru is hiriya di kothri. He's a palace made of jewels. They go, this body, tan gandagi ka khan. This body is a storage place of gand. Nothing good in this, he says. Har hiriya ki kothri, tan gandagi ka khan, je tan ditya har mile, to bhi sasta jaan. They go, if I gave up my body, this gandhi body for the sake of WhyGuru, is cheap. Got a good deal. To bhi sasta jaan. You got to do it twice to understand this. That's what I said. Wherever we are in our life, if we haven't experienced Bani yet, we must try. That's what this means. Because if you do not, Mara says you're like sukka. You're like a wood that's dry. That's what Guru Sahib does. He takes this dry wood and he makes it come alive. If we can't spend our life thinking, I know what life is about. If you haven't experienced now, we must try our best to experience now so that we can experience this Haryaho. Our tongue will be absorbed in this ras. Keda ras? Har ras. Rasna means tongue. Rasna, ras is samani. Samani means to be absorbed. So our tongue then gets absorbed in this ras. The ras of saying WhyGuru's name, the ras of Naam.
So that concludes the talk. And I really am sorry if I've hurt anyone's feelings or if I've said something I shouldn't have. These are just generally the thoughts I have in my own head. So I thought I'll let them out every once in a while. So yeah, I'll end the talk there. If anyone's got any questions, please do ask them. Baksanhar Baksar Nanak Partar WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. Hello. We're going to be doing some Kirtan, some Simran, so please, if you guys can stay, that would be amazing. I'd like to that atmosphere. Thank you very much.
संत प्यारे दी ਮੁਖ ਸੁਹਾਵਾ ਜਿਉ ਸਹਿਜ ਧੁਨ ਬਾਣੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਮੁਖ ਸੁਹਾਵਾ ਜਿਉ ਸਹਿਜ ਧੁਨ ਚਿਰ ਹੋਆ ਵੇਖੇ ਸਾਰੰਗ ਪਾਣੀ ਚਿਰ ਹੋਆ ਵੇਖੇ ਸਾਰੰਗ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਸੁਦੇਸ ਜਹਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਵਸਿਆ ਧੰਨ ਸੁਦੇਸ ਜਹਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਵਸਿਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੀਤ ਮੁਰਾਰੇ ਵੀਰੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੀਤ ਹੋਂ ਕੋਲੇ ਹੋਂ ਕੋਲ ਕੁਮਾਏ ਹੋਂ ਗੁਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੀਤ ਮੁਰਾਰੇ ਜੀਓ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੀਤ ਮੁਰਾਰੇ ਜੀਓ ਇੱਕ ਘੜੀ ਨਾ ਮਿਲਤੇ ਤਾ ਕਲ ਜੁਗ ਹੋਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਘੜੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਕਾਜ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਪ੍ਰਿਆ ਤੁਧ ਭਗਵੰਤਾ ਹੁਣ ਕਾਜ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਭਗਵੰਤਾ ਉਹੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਵਿਹਾਵੈ ਨੀਂਦ ਨਾ ਆਵੈ ਮੋਹੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਨਾ ਵਿਹਾਵੈ ਨੀਂਦ ਨਾ ਆਵੈ ਦਿਨ ਦੇਖੇ ਗੁਰ ਗੁਰਬਾਰੇ ਦੀਓ ਦਿਨ ਦੇਖੇ ਗੁਰ ਹੋਂ ਕੋਲੀ ਜਿਉ ਕੋਲ ਕੁਮਾਏ ਜਪੋ ਹੋਂ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਉ ਕੋਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤਿਸ ਸੱਚੇ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਬਾਰੇ ਜੀਓ ਤਿਸ ਸੱਚੇ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਬਾਰੇ ਜੀਓ ਭਾਗ ਹੋਆ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਤ ਮਿਲਾਇਆ ਭਾਗ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਅਬਨਾਸੀ ਕਰ ਮੈਂ तुम्हारे जियो जन नानक दास वाहिगुरु हों को ले यो खोल को मारे हों को ले हों खोल को मारे जब नानक दास तुम्हारे जियो जन नानक दास तुम्हारे जियो मेरा मन लोटे गुर दर्शन दाई मेरा मन लोटे मेरा मन लोटे बेल पकड़े चात्रिक की न्याय बेल पकड़े चात्रिक की न्याय वाहिगुरु 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 धन गुरु अर्जन देव साहिब जी धन गुरु अर्जन देव साहिब जी धन गुरु अर्जन देव धन गुरु अर्जन देव साहिब जी 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 मेरा मन लोटे गोर दर्शन दाई मेरा मन लोटे गोर दर्शन दाई मन लोटे वाहिगुरु 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 ਚਾਤ੍ਰਿਕ